over further, further news outlets around wrestling, I heard over the Tuesday Night Wars returning over. Well, technically it was the Night Wars, just out of anonymous AW Dynamite special. And Adam Copeland's in-ring debut against Luchasaurus went head-to-head with NXT, involving trying to push over their two brightest stars out of course, Carmelo Hayes and Braun Breaker, relative of Scott Steiner, the son of Rick Steiner. So obviously, big pull over picking up Undertaker over in his motorbike, and John Cena showing up over in the post-show, obviously trying to get the young guys over. So, depicted over that stir of events that happened in one night, AEW only drew 609,000 over AEW getting a damn near million. And I'm not trying to depict this over as any show being better, but it's obvious AEW NXT was just over in a better drawing point to garner the most replay value over on the internet, and they got something that more people wanted to see than just Adam Copeland disparaging through the group. And somehow this tour Tony Khan dealing with the one-sided ratings lost over on Twitter. All week over on social media, an embarrassing tweet, making a gif Curb calling WWE fans dicks, while using the meme of Shawn Michaels and Triple H bald asshole. Oh god, that's interesting called for. So just Khan is obviously salty that he had something a bit more that WWE had something a bit more entertaining. That people want a must see than over on WWE than just showing Adam Copeland and nothing else, even though they actually have a pay-per-view coming up. So it gets a bit disparaging involving AEW, knowing that he's trending over his social media meltdowns. While on Rampage, he's getting Mystico versus freaking Rocky Romero to headline your third C show. So that's the desperation call over by Khan. And I don't know what type of heat Tony Khan's trying to get out of all this over just an unprecedented ratings spike, knowing that you already barely advertised over your Tuesday night special over on your weekly televised program while debuting a top main event star, while going head to head with a NXT show that people mainly are going to watch around the weekday anyway. So practically that's Tony Khan's fault over the poor placement and airing of his shows. And doing that while Undertaker is trying to get the push over on a star. It gets a bit questionable over Tony Khan's televised programs and trying to just put everybody over under the bus and just trying to make just immature memes over on Twitter, not really setting that much professionalism over by Dynamite's aspect. If we're all saying this week, 2 active decades-long rating streak for two great legends were ended. Khan wrote, "With all due respect, until this week's head-to-head with AEW on TBS against WWE on USA, neither John Cena nor Undertaker had ever been WWE on a WWE show with under a million total viewers, plus 400K demo. Tuesday night NXT episode average around 929,000, with a demo reel of 0.30. So I guess he's trying to depict that Cena and Undertaker were in a lesser show when they're just trying to get the rub over on younger talent, just like how John Cena literally was on SmackDown and literally tagged with him over on Fastlane to help LA Knight and help him get over. These guys were there over for a reason, and they boosted over the pull because they're two future Hall of Famers. Like, I think the average viewership rating for NXT is 200,000 or at least 50,000 lesser than their average weekly rating if you don't bring a former star there, like your Charlotte Flairs or your Becky Lynch's or Dolph Ziggler. I swear they were probably averaging the same amount that Dynamite did over this previous week. So we've been trying to depict this to even put your show over. Shows how much Khan really isn't that much over as a professional over on the social media realm of things. And the threading over a man's mom is a bit much. This is why some people disassociate themselves over the YWC, because sometimes they take this wrestling stuff a bit too seriously. And Khan is acting a bit immature, but sometimes the fans gotta chill out, because what WWE fans do, sometimes AEW fans could do it just to get the one up on the other fan base. Like, tell me that's not a cap. I'm just saying. But that's my thoughts on it. Tell me how you guys feel down below. We'll be back with further content. Hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. I will. We're going over to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey to see the Jets get smashed. But besides that, hopefully you guys enjoy your weekend. That's it for me.